Our next speaker is Mr. Medhat Kandil, machine learning engineer at Gulf researcher. Exploring bioinformatics, Medhat became captivated by the potential to classify neurodegenerative diseases using advanced ML tools and computer clusters. His journey led him to Sequence Ventures, where he discovered a wealth of Egyptian-based startups pioneering bioinformatics. Surprisingly, these gems remained hidden, overshadowed by a lack of exposure. Determined to rewrite this narrative, Medhat committed to illuminating Egypt's thriving AI plus bioinformatics ecosystem. He strives to amplify the voices of these transformative startups, spotlighting Egypt's extraordinary contribution to the world of AI and bioinformatics. In this talk, Medhat will journey from his time as a research assistant at the Bernoulli Institute, as if I'm talking it right, delving into the classification of neurodegenerative diseases to his encounters with groundbreaking biotechnology and AI companies like Proteinea, AlProtein, Rology, and Natrify in Egypt. These innovative ventures are reshaping industries from their Egyptian hub. Thank you, Medhat, so much for being here with us. The stage is yours.
Thank you for the very nice introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm Medhat Kandil. I'm a machine learning engineer at Gulf Researcher, which is a market research company that's started in Bahrain, and they're working on revolutionizing the research industry in the Gulf and MENA region. Just started working there about a month ago, but first, a small glimpse about me. I'd worked at the beginning of my career as a research assistant at the University of Groningen, where, as she was just telling all of us, I was working on the classification of neurodegenerative diseases, which are diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, using machine learning algorithms. Then I worked at Sequence Ventures, which is a venture capital here in Egypt that is investing in deep tech startups in the Egyptian ecosystem. Then I went to Content Square, which is a unicorn startup, a French startup originally, that's working in the customer behavior analytics space, and has opened an office here in Egypt. So I worked there briefly, which has led me to where I am now, working in retrieval augmented generation applications for generative AI in Gulf Research. The remote is not working. If you can skip the slide, please. Okay, so no problem. I wanted to start with my time as a research assistant at the university. Yes. It's not important. We can skip the slides until they make them work. So when I was at the University of Groningen working at this research team, we were working on, as I was telling you, classifying neurodegenerative diseases. So we had a data set that we have collected of 1,000 patients that were at the university's hospital, and these patients have done what's called an FDG PET scan, which is a type of scan that's done on their brain and that tracks neural injury in their brains. So we used this database of 1,000 patients to classify between patients who have a neurodegenerative disease, such as Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and dementia, and those who were healthy, and we were using them as healthy control in our data set. But this data set wasn't a small data set. For each patient, we had 1 million data points, that each data point contained 3 values, because in an FDG PET scan, what you get is voxels, which are one type of 3D pixels. So what we had to do in order to solve this problem and get the best results was to actually do what's called dimensionality reduction, to reduce the dimensions of this data set. So we used PCA on these patients to reduce the dimension of the data set from 1 million voxels to 58 features only, while having a reconstruction error of just 7%. And while I was doing that at the university's Faculty of Engineering and Science, I have got into a huge interest with biotechnology and AI startups, which has led me to have a passion for biotechnology and AI working together. So what I did when I came back to Egypt after finalizing my bachelor's project and this research project I was working on, was that I applied in Sequence Ventures, which I was just telling you about. Yes. Okay. So let's see where we were. So yeah, I applied to Sequence Ventures, which is a venture capital here in Egypt that is investing in early stage startups in the deep tech sector. So when I say deep tech, we're talking about biotechnology, AI, blockchain, and the intersection of all these industries together. And while I was there, I have gained a lot of exposure with a lot of Egyptian startups in AI, biotechnology, and more of these industries. And